Dames en heren, meisters and jongen, and welcome to the F1 podcast. I'm joined by David.
Hey everyone.
And Alan.
Hello there, people.
So,
I'm back.
Yeah, he's back. His 3 to 5 stretch got done quicker than we all thought. Now, I'd just like to start by announcing I will not be driving for Alpine next year. I just want to make that clear.
oh, dear.
Oh, what a cluster that is.
Oh, typical Alonso. He manages to leave it and cause an absolute shit show in the process.
Oh, the thing that made me laugh is that the team principal of Alpine didn't actually know he was leaving.
Until Aston Martin announced he was joining them.
Yeah.
That's a clusterfuck and a half. Definitely is. So,
Good old Bell.
Hungarian Grand Prix. Yeah, it's a shame that he's going, but I kind of get the reason why he's going.
I think we'll probably come to that in the podcast because
Yeah.
I have my logic and I have my theories and
So, yeah, I didn't catch, obviously, FP1. Caught the wet FP2. It was a bit of a... It was just a shit show overall, really. Especially Mercedes, they just couldn't warm the tyres up for some bizarre reason. That was just... They were struggling. I mean...
But...
Wait, hang on, I'm just trying to think. Was it FP1, FP2, or... No, it was FP3, I think.
it was
where-
3 that was wet because I saw part
Yeah.
of it while I was at work.
Yeah, sorry, it was FP3.
And then when I got home and found quali was dry, I was a bit like, oh.
Because there was a bit of a shock on FP3
Yeah.
as to who was top of it.
Nicholas Latifi. If I remember.
Confirmed he's driving the Merc next year.
Yeah, but he was like, where the fuck did it was one of them moments again, like with Wally, but we'll get to that, where he seemed to be at the right place at the right time for that.
Yeah.
But I've
But
noticed...
that's what it's all about, being in the right spot, right time, out on that track. You're going to get times.
But one thing I have noticed in the driver lineup for next year, neither Williams driver has been confirmed.
I can actually change that rumour. Alex Albon has actually been confirmed for 2023.
Yeah, I saw that myself.
has he? Oh, okay.
And that's in a Williams, of course.
Yes.
So Latifi's still got his future to be decided yet. Unless he does a Fernando Alonso. Yeah.
Latifi's going to Alpine.
They've already thingied bloody Piastri though, haven't they now?
But have
No,
they?
they haven't though, because Piastri's saying he isn't.
The reports came through saying, yes, they have signed him and things like that. Moments later, hours later, he's come back saying, no, I haven't actually agreed
No,
any
he was-
terms or things like that. I haven't agreed to drive for them. I'm not driving for them. End of.
It wasn't reports, it was Alpine announced
Yeah.
it. And then Piastri announced that he has had no talk at all.
But he's in the Alpine. This is the thing. He's in the junior program with Alpine, so
This is
This-
where my theory comes in, because from what I've seen between the lines, he's been talking a lot to Zach Brown lately.
Mm-hmm.
he won't get a drive at McLaren. I'm sorry, because there is already people waiting in the wings for McLaren.
Is there though? You don't.
Yes,
Well-
there is.
Means nothing nowadays. So just because there's people in the wings don't mean that that person is going to get that seat.
I think because to me, whatever's going on, obviously we don't know the details, but it's a bit of a bad move by Piastri to now to certainly say I will not be driving for them. That to me says he's got a very good idea of a driver he already has,
Mm-hmm.
because you would not burn that bridge.
No.
Well, no.
Because even if he's like saying what he said now, he will never drive for Alpine again.
Well, that's his F2 career being stuffed then, because he's...
So he must have a damn good idea what he's doing.
Yeah, but he's going to have to wait anyways.
End of the day, you don't know, we'll find out at the beginning of next season.
No. I mean, there's talk of, will Ricardo end up back at Alpine?
And if that's the case, then Piastri will go to...
So, yeah. I know he was never at Alpine officially, he was at Renault, but they are the same.
Yeah.
So...
Only time will tell.
Sorry, I'm just checking something. But why didn't... So they brought... Obviously, they brought Piastri. They wanted to... Because he's a last season's F2 champion, they wanted to give...
Oh, he was F2 champion last season, was he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't really follow the...
He was F2 champion.
Right.
So I don't get why he basically... He's kind of screwed himself a little, because if it turns out that he doesn't, as we say, the rumour mill, get McLaren for 2024, because Danny Ricciardo's still seeing the 2023 season out.
As things stand right now.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, contracts can be bought out and can be changed.
Yeah, it is believed to be with McLaren. But
well, let's be honest, what else is there? Where else?
There isn't.
We've already got a pretty good idea of a lot of the teams, and I think we can pretty much guarantee that Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes are going to be unchanged next year.
Yeah.
Unless Leclerc gets really pissed off with the strategy guys and walks out.
But yeah, so the rumour mill is kind of true. Alpine are looking at a little bit of interest into Ricciardo.
Well, let's be honest,
it was Renault anyways.
Like I say, it would be Ricciardo going back rather than joining a new team.
Ricciardo would probably go back. Then, like I say, but you've got possible of an IndyCar driver. That
Pato Ward, or...
Yeah, he's McLaren, you see. So, we don't know. We won't know what the hell is going to happen with all this crap until it happens.
That's it.
And as soon as we know, you'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to sort of tie that off, because the other thing is, what Alonso here already is the oldest driver in the grid, obviously going after Kimi's record. I reckon surely it's that. I honestly reckon Alpine have been looking for the driver. I know the announcement was they didn't know, but I honestly think Alpine have an idea on where the younger driver in. Alonso just want to drive, and Aston Martin are happy to take his money.
Yeah, they are.
He's got good sponsorship deals behind him.
Exactly.
He has his own fashion brand, doesn't he? Is it Kimoa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it is.
That's his own fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a look. They have some nice sunglasses, but fuck me, they're expensive.
Too right, they're expensive.
Like £200 for a pair of sunglasses, bloody hell.
No.
My windscreen doesn't cost that.
But this is the thing. I didn't see that coming with Alonso.
Nobody saw that. Honestly, God, I read it on Twitter and double checked it was August 1st and not April 1st.
Yeah.
That's...
Obviously, when Vettel announced his retirement, nobody knew where he was going to go.
Well...
I've sort of seen that on the cards for Vettel for a little while because he's had his whole eco-warrior thing and he knows F1's not exactly good for...
Yeah, but the problem is, like we say...
The Aston Martin's never going to be... Isn't looking like it's going to be a competitive car anytime soon.
No. But going back to question time. Now, if you didn't see it, go and look it up on BBC iPlayer or whatever. Find
I've
it
still not seen it.
with Vettel on it, and poor guy. Oh, it's all I'm going to say is poor guy. He got...
Yeah, I've still not seen it, but from what I've heard,
He got
it is
called.
worth a watch.
He got called a hypocrite for what he does.
And he didn't actually disagree with him.
He didn't disagree with him, so it
Yeah,
makes me wonder if that kind of set his...
I just think he's had 4 world championships. I think he's quite happy with that. He realises his chances of getting back into championship winning car are probably diminishing as he gets older and aren't that great right now anyway. So
Come on,
why
Lewis, hang up your gloves and all.
although as I put in the PlayStation chat, could you see that now? A couple of years at Aston Martin, then Alonso into the Merc when Lewis goes gets his next world championship with Mercedes.
the thing though, has Vettel actually retired from the sport or just retired? Because don't forget, this is what Alonso did. He retired, but he didn't retire from Formula One,
Yeah, and then
which gave him that option to come back.
he only did that so he could go back and win the Young Driver Challenge. About 30 fucking 8.
Yeah, but the thing was, I mean, look at Kimi. Where's Kimi now?
He's
Yeah.
completely disappeared off all.
Where's he shite?
Nah, he's still going.
He's NASCAR.
Yeah, but he's completely left out of the F1 world. He has no interest in.
Well, I, to be honest, I don't blame him.
Yeah, but isn't he also doing his daughter's go-kart?
Yeah, he's doing something.
He's got his daughter into go-karting. So fair enough.
But yeah, so whatever Vettel does, I'm sure it won't be the last we'll hear of him.
Oh no, definitely not. He'll join the commentary team.
No, please, I want Rosberg on the comedy team before him.
Rosberg, get them both together.
Rosberg on just because the Hamilton fans foam at the mouth every time he's on us, and it's wonderful to see.
But
What I will say though,
Anyway.
what is all this with F1 at the moment?
You'll have to be more specific than
I'm
that.
going
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
I watched just as I watched the Notebook before because I'm catching up on that, and apparently F1 are making this whole fucking big stance now since Austria that if fans aren't happy with their experience on race day or weekend or whatever at a racetrack, they basically have to then get in touch with F1 about it because apparently there had been reports of heavy-handed
Well, we had the
security.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a couple of Twitter clips. I don't know details, but I'd heard something about it.
Hmm.
I mean, we had the stuff at A1 ring, didn't we?
Yeah, I kind of
Which ironically Vettel ended up involved with anyway, not in a bad way.
no, but the weird thing was, I don't want to be disparaging. I don't really want to say this.
Well, don't then.
you're going to say it or you're not going to say it?
No, I'm not going to say it. I'll tell you. I'll tell you later on.
Well, why? What's Ron need to know?
Funny. So going into
1-1-1.
going into quali.
I feel sorry for Vettel, especially as he helped his mechanics rebuild his car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel sorry for Vettel. What the frig happened to well, Verstappen's car broke. Hamilton had no DRS.
Yeah, it was a bit of a cluster, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit of a
And then-
strange one. It was a bit of a...
Perez fell foul of Stevie Wonder's FIA call.
It was a bit of a weird one, was Quali. Because, yeah, everything just seemed going wrong everywhere.
and then
then, out of friggin' nowhere...
And then George Russell happened.
Yeah.
Russell happened to take
George Russell
pole.
comes up.
I tell you what, a tenner on that would have got you good odds before the weekend.
Yeah. Thing is, when he's on that crossover period between the wet, dry sort of scenario, he's actually pretty good.
Thing is, he said that he didn't set a single purple sector.
No.
No, I know. That's what nobody understands. He didn't set anything. He was just set there right up.
Yeah.
It
Now
was...
we always know on these like changing conditions, it can be the case where the track gets faster as it gets dried and more rubber goes down.
But it was dry. It was dry, but it's obviously just gotten that complete dryness into it after three
rain. It still would have been sort of green, as they call it, from rubber and that.
Oh,
Yeah, because obviously it's had that 2-hour break between FP3 start of quali, so it's drying out then.
Well, it wouldn't.
But still,
I don't think it would have done.
They actually dry better when cars are running around them.
But I don't think it was a completely green track during quali, because I think there was support races going on. So between that,
wasn't W series on?
There was W series, there was F2, there was F3.
Yeah.
So there was.
Yeah, but stuff like it all held. But the thing is,
yeah, but the F2 races weren't great because the F2 races were wet. The F3 races were wet. The only one that wasn't was the W series.
I didn't catch any of them.
I caught up with the F2 and the F3, but the W series I did watch.
I mean, the W series we could just come back every week with, well, Chadwick won it. Okay, next.
And Chadwick,
she didn't actually win it.
She didn't actually win Hungary.
Oh right, hell. That's how much attention I paid. I assume at this point.
Yeah, no, wasn't Chadwick this time. Chadwick got a podium, but yeah, it wasn't. It was Alice Powell?
I can't remember.
I think it was Alice.
I can't remember who got it. I think Chadwick got second, if I'm right.
Yeah, she did. I think it was Alice Powell that got it, another Brit. But yeah, quali was just. It was a case I was just sat here watching quali, and then next minute I thought, oh, here we fucking go. Ferrari have got pole, blah 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 bollocks. Next minute, George Russell's got pole. What?
Yeah, everybody was shocked.
Nobody saw that one coming.
I think George saw that one coming. But it was just Ferrari. Oh, Perez is in there, sort of thing, and then Max is just like, I need power. I have no power.
I was like, oh.
When you sort this out, I have no power.
Yeah, but then say Perez had a problem with that lap that got disallowed and then got put back, and then.
Yeah, that was a bit of a.
I think Red Bull made a tactical blunder, send him out and use tyres for that second run.
Yeah.
I think the FIA is still a fucking embarrassment during certain situations, but there we go.
I must admit, when you saw the replays on TV, the car was still on the track. By their definition, there was still a wheel touching the white line.
We never ever see the low camera shot. We never ever get to see this so-called.
No, but from the camera shot we could see, it looked like it was.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he'd lost that lap, but
shouldn't have done, but he did. But then he got given back.
But then he got given back.
By the time they did that, it was sort of late on in the day, and the two Red Bulls ended up 10th and 11th.
So, still leads me to the question: where's the VAR? This VAR bollocks. Where's this system?
Well, VAR was never going to work, was it? All right, let's park up for a minute, will you? We need to check the footage.
No, but
just stop where you are.
But they were supposed to be bringing this in to stop.
Maybe that's what they actually used when Red Bull said, "Hang on, he was actually in."
But
they then reviewed the footage doing it that way, and then they said, "Okay, fine, he's in. His lap time to be reinstated."
What would you like to know? the VAR system, this so-called racing thing, is not at the track.
Well, no idea.
It's in like the FIA headquarters or something.
It's not at the track. So, the weird thing is, you know, they said, oh yeah, we'll bring this system in. But it's not at the track. I don't know which fucking race director it was. But, yet again, there was consistency there, but...
Well, it weren't Massey.
No, unfortunately, he's no longer in the FIA.
Although he may be driving the Alpine next year, we're not sure.
He's driving the safety car.
Can't take that away from Bert.
Oh, the doctor's car then, because Van der Marle left after last year, didn't he?
No, Van der Merwe.
No, he's still racing, but he can't do all the races.
Van der Merwe can't do all the races
All right.
due to his vaccination status. That's what it was about. Because remember me once telling you that he turned around and said, I'm not getting vaccinated for my own health.
Yeah.
And all that bollocks. And it was like, your statement didn't make any sense. But yeah, I'm not going to open that can of worms again. But no, I agree with David, to be honest. There should be 2 fucking race directors sat in a room.
Yeah, when they announced 2 race directors, I thought it meant there was going to be 2 at every weekend.
Yeah, not the...
Yeah.
Not the...
Which that would have made sense, because, one guy can make a mistake. That's...
And this is why you're seeing the inconsistency. That's why you're seeing all of it. Now, we don't know who it is at Spa yet, when Spa comes.
If Spa is actually a race this year.
Spa better be a race this year, because
It
better
it's on
be.
Canada.
No, that's not what I meant, Alan. Because last year it wasn't a race.
I know.
No, but it better be, because if this is the last year of Spa, there better be a fucking race.
I know people keep saying that. I don't think concrete, but trust me, Spa wouldn't have spent all that money on redevelopments.
Well, that was
unless they had some very strong suggestions that it was going to be worth their time.
Yeah, but I believe that was the last year of France. Or one of them.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, let's be honest. I'm not going to cry over that one. We've got Kamar, whatever it's called, next year.
South Africa. We've got Las Vegas. We've got Miami again.
Welcome to Speaking of Miami, tune in later, folks, for an exclusive. Our first look at Miami. None of us have driven it yet. We're going to try it tonight. So
yeah,
that could be the shortest stream we've done for a while.
Yeah.
No. It's not going to beat the It's not going to beat the 15-minute stream.
Not with that attitude, it isn't.
It's not going to beat the shortest Spa race we ever had.
Going to Miami.
But in, the race was just...
The race was a bit of a non-event for me, really.
No.
Not till you get... I mean, it's practical safety car
they kept promising rain and nothing ever came from it.
But then towards the end...
Yeah, towards the end they had that little bit.
Yeah, but not enough to cause any...
No. Verstappen spun.
Verstappen did a 360 to make sure Leclerc was still in the race.
Yep.
Ferrari.
But fair play to Russell for holding out as long as he did.
Yeah.
But
Ferrari once again proved that strategy isn't their strong suit.
No. If Mania Benotto is still team principal in 2023, I'll be very fucking surprised.
No, Oscar Piastri will be.
Yeah. Fair play for Verstappen from coming to win it.
Well deserved driver of the day there. That was a good.
But also for Hamilton to do second.
Mercedes has just got lucky again.
Yeah, once again, Mercedes are keeping themselves in shout for this championship by magooing their way there every time.
Yeah.
The cars come together.
Yeah,
I know we're gonna agree to disagree on an awful lot. We know that. But they're getting the car's getting there. They're not going to win anything this year. I will admit that.
Oh, at this point, I know it's mathematically not, but it's between Verstappen and Perez, because Ferrari just can't get their act together.
Yeah, it's basically Red Bull to lose.
Yeah.
Ferrari had that opportunity.
Let's not forget the start of this year. Don't forget Max DNF the likes of Australia and that.
Yeah.
And he's still now 3 race wins clear at the top. He can afford to DNFs and still be in the lead.
Yeah.
Which is an insanely good position to be in. I know there's still a lot of points on the table, don't get me wrong, but...
I'd love to see George beat Hamilton.
Yeah. I'd like to see Perez in Weird. I mean, a Perez championship would be nice to see.
Yeah.
I think it's a long shot, but...
What?
But...
Perez on the championship?
A Perez championship, yeah, I think... I'm not saying Red Bull do favouritize, but I don't think it would be allowed to happen.
I don't see why not.
Look at the Mercedes, 2 Mercedes drivers. Hamilton was quicker, yes. But George wasn't giving up that second spot as easy as what people might have thought he would.
No, because there was no team orders. They were just going to let him.
Which is what you want.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it should be until one's got a clear advantage.
But Max has the advantage over Perez.
That's it. I fully understand once one driver's well ahead and the championship is at stake. Yes, I actually agree with team orders in that regard. But until that position's there, we don't start taking each other out.
I mean, if Leclerc keeps screwing it up, Perez can jump him. Because there's not many points difference between Perez and Leclerc. Because Leclerc's on 178 and Perez is only on 173.
Yeah.
So, Perez is in a good shot for at least a second.
Yeah.
If he can carry on. Russell...
Which he can.
Russell is on 158, Sainz is on 156, so there'll be a battle between them two. Hamilton's
I reckon.
I see Russell's on 158 with the season and the car they've had. That is just insane.
Yeah, well, Hamilton.
But he can do it. That's the thing, though. We know he can do it.
Hamilton is 10 behind Sainz at the moment. David Cable.
Sorry.
Thank you.
But it's with Russell, he could finish third. In
Madness
theory.
when you see how bad that car was at the start of this
Yeah.
season.
But as we said, he's used to drive in shit boxes.
I'm sure Toto was listening to one of our conversations. Because
That'd be great if he was.
Well, it was just the way he actually used the word.
Yeah.
He basically called the car a shitbox, and it's like, well, we've been calling that car an absolute shitbox.
Since about 2018, but that's a different debate.
But Ferrari can still get the constructors.
I don't think they will, though.
Yeah, but to do that, they'd have to stop being Ferrari at the moment.
Yeah.
If Mercedes carry on this run of form, they'll leapfrog Ferrari. I mean, there's only 30 points difference between Mercedes and Ferrari at this point.
Jesus.
It's stupid. I mean, as we said, look at how bad of a season Mercedes have had to start off with. Okay, the last few races they finished really strong.
They've capitalised on other misfortunes, obviously.
Yeah.
They've capitalised on Ferrari, basically.
Yeah.
Which is great, but they've done well for where they were at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
In that season, Hamilton, what was it? Last 2 races, they've had a second and third.
Hmm.
But the last 2 races, it's been Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell in the last 2 races.
Yeah.
Yes, there's been misfortunes and things like that, but that Mercedes has come a long way.
Well, put it this way, they're doing better than Williams. Williams has only got 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Williams.
But Williams was kind of strong-ish in 2021.
Because they had Russell.
Exactly. This is the thing. Russell was the driving force, really, for the Williams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was.
And the battle for fourth is going to intensify. The battle for fourth in the constructors, I know, is going to intensify between Alpine and McLaren in the second half of the season.
Yeah. I mean, Aston Martin, they were brilliant last year. They've dropped off this year.
Yeah, they're sitting ninth in the bloody season with 20 points.
It's just gone nowhere.
Yeah. Well, neither's Alpha Tauri were bloody brilliant last year. And
That's to do them amazing, though.
they were doing, Alpha Tauri were doing good, but this year they've just...
A few of them seem to have dropped backwards, don't they? Yeah.
Haas have improved. Alpha currently 6th in their constructors. But yeah, McLaren just don't seem on it either. Even McLaren don't seem on it this time.
No.
So
it's the lots of Haas that are coming through.
Well, Haas did have a shit box of a car. Well, like Gunter Steiner here, hear me say that, he'll come and find me and get me.
Yeah.
With a massive smile on his face.
Just as he says that, there's a knock at the door downstairs.
Yeah.
Overlord just punches him and walks off.
With a smile on his face.
But it's true that Haas have come a long way. And more.
Yes, go on, carry on.
And to be honest, this is going to sound wrong. As much as I like Mick, most of it has been K-Mag.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, they got the double points finish and everything, but K-Mag has been quite strong. And I think that's what Mick needed. I mean, Mick didn't have too bad of a race, but
I think the thing with Haas, they have some good races, they have their okay races.
Depends on the track. That car seems to be
That's what I'm saying.
Track dependent.
Yeah. Yeah. But they have been doing well. And it's great to see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We all love seeing Gunther smile, you know.
Unless you work for Netflix, because like I say, Drive to Survive was basically all about how Gunther was pissed off. So they're coming scratching the... Well, actually, no, they know what they're going to do. It's going to be the Piastri scenario.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that Aussie bloke to do his version of it. That should be insane.
Oh.
Who?
The impressions guy on YouTube.
Oh, the ones that Sainz, Leclerc and Max.
Yeah.
Connor.
Yeah, wait till he
That'd
gets
be
his version of it.
He should do more of them, which is really weird that he doesn't. He should do more.
He's always spent the rest of his time waiting for all the various bits of merch to arrive he needs to do them.
Probably. I mean, some of his impressions are good. I know we're getting a bit sidetracked here, but some of his impressions are good. Some need a bit of work.
What are you on about sidetracked? We always get sidetracked.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't stand his Will Buxton impression. I just can't stand Will Buxton in general.
Well, it's just pausing after every 2 words.
Yeah, it gets really fucking annoying.
The guy who finishes first will win the race.
Really?
Oh yeah, Bottas was the only DNF.
Yeah.
That was like 3 laps from the end. I was thinking, if that brings a safety car out now, there's going to be a shit show.
I don't.
They had a virtual, didn't they?
Yeah, they had virtual.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have. It wouldn't have brought out a. So unless it had been bad, they'd have red flagged it. I think if he'd have had a bad crash, they'd have red flagged it and called it.
Probably, yeah.
But
plus, they were also talking about this weather, and it was like slowing the cars down was pushing more of a risk of weather.
Yeah, so Haas, unfortunately, didn't have a good race. They finished 14th and 16th, but Mick actually finished ahead of K-Mag. Don't know what the hell happened to Yuki, because Yuki just finished last. Pierre finished 12th. Stroll and Vettel, 11th and 10th. The Ocon and
Quick question for both of you.
What?
Obviously, Stroll and Ricardo came together.
Yeah.
Ricardo got a 5-second penalty.
Yeah.
Do you think that was fair?
Yeah, because they were keeping consistency for what happened at Austria with Perez and Russell.
No, you mean Le Castellet, you mean France.
No, one happened at Austria as well, remember, turn 5 at Austria.
Oh, yeah.
It was definitely, it was in the sprint one, it was Perez.
Yeah, but to me, it was 50-50. I may be looking at it wrong, but
No,
it looked like a 50-50.
Think of it this way then, I can see what you're saying. If it's 50-50, then obviously one guy got the penalty of being spun. The other guy got the penalty of the time penalty, which in theory should bring them back. So they both got penalised for it.
Yeah, but who I can't remember which one. Who struggled for the traction?
See, this is the thing. Obviously, as I go around the corner, I think Stroll went slightly wider.
Yeah, but I'm sure you saw Danny snap his steering wheel. Like he was struggling for traction anyways.
Not sure. But it was I think it's more of a 50-50 incident. Yes, okay, Stroll got spun because of it, but it is a tricky one, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
So obviously predictions we're bringing back the predictions in the second half of the season.
Right.
But if you would put predictions on Spa, who would you put?
Got to be Verstappen. It's got to be Verstappen at the moment, hasn't it?
Yeah, Verstappen, Perez, Hamilton.
I'd agree with that.
See, I'd probably go Verstappen, Sainz, and Russell. Well, who would you put your fastest laps on?
Perez on his 14th tyre change.
Yeah.
Probably go for Perez as the fastest lap. But
yeah,
what I have noticed is Perez hasn't really been able to save his tyres like he used to.
No, Albon's taken that accolade off him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the Red Bull this year is just not as efficient on tyres.
Are any of the cars efficient on tyres?
Maybe not, but let's be honest, I'm all for that. Let's make it a bit more challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, more Ferrari screw-ups.
So,
have you got any closing statements?
I can't believe we've got a month off.
Yeah, what we're going to do for the next few weeks.
Well, yeah.
Play some F122.
Yeah. And some GTA.
It'd be lucky.
Oh, well. We're going to end this one here. So, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Don't forget you follow us on Twitch. All links are in the description. And until next time, when we return with Spa.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Adios, amigos.
Goodbye for now.